From a little town in Kentucky state, a little boy dreamed of becoming great. No one could imagine, no one could know how far the boy with the dream would go. He became an icon known globally, the greatest boxer in history. A butterfly floating beautifully with a left jab stinging like a bee. We all remember his many fights, especially the one he fought for his rights against the government and judiciary in the home of the brave and land of the free. From the eastern coast to the Golden Gate, denied a boxing license in every state. The former Cassius Marcellus Clay had his license taken away. The jury found Muhammad guilty for refusing to join the military, for evading the draft and disloyalty. A fine and jail was the penalty. But regardless what they write in their history, what we will remember about Ali was the butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. The Ali shuffle, his famous dance, put his opponents into a trance. The speed and the strength and the artistry, they could not hit what they could not see. Ask Buster, Jimmy, Chuck and Sonny, Oscar, Alfredo, George and Ernie about the butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. Ask Foreman, Fraser, Lyle and Quarry, Floyd Patterson and Zora Foley about the butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. On the wings of an angel, Ali will fly to a heavenly reception high in the sky, where the greatest will be in the company of Dr. King, Mandela, Che and Gandhi. So thank you, Muhammad Ali, for the poems and the philosophy, the butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. Accept our thanks, receive our praise for setting the world of boxing ablaze with the butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. The butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. The butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. The butterfly floating beautifully and the left jab stinging like a bee. This requiem for Nelson Mandela, one of our time's greatest freedom fighters. For almost a half of a century, he struggled to set South Africans free. A symbol of resistance, a shining light, a champion of freedom and equal rights. Now that he has passed into heaven's gate, the life of Madiba we celebrate. As South Africa's prisoner of war, number 46664, on Robben Island where he was jailed, all efforts to break Nelson's spirit failed. And though he had a heavy burden to bear, never ever once did Nelson despair. He suffered great losses, his gains were small, but he knew that one day apartheid would fall. accused of being a communist, labeled by the West as a terrorist. But false accusations could not prevent his journey from prisoner to president. In fighting injustice and bigotry, he never lost his pride nor his dignity. Even in death he is standing tall, an inspiration to one and all. Even though Madiba is gone, his legacy and spirit live on. St. Peter must be grinning from ear to ear, having had to welcome Nelson up there. Humanity wishes him all the best, and in peace we pray he will rest. I'm sure everyone will agree with me, heaven is smiling in ecstasy. I'm sure everyone will agree with me, heaven is smiling in ecstasy. I'm sure everyone will agree with me, heaven is smiling in ecstasy.
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.
Shame, 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 shame on you.
Your name and your game
Is on hashtag #MeToo.
Stars on television, hormones start to flow, misuse their position when women go on their show. These men are a menace when they get in heat, like the merchant of Venice, demanding their pound of meat.
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.
Shame, 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 shame on you.
Your name and your game
Is on hashtag #MeToo.
Businessman and statesman, with women they play. When they want a woman, they usually get their way. Powerful and flying high, rich and prominent, grab them by the PSY, then become president.
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.
Shame, 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 shame on you.
Your name and your game
Is on hashtag #MeToo.
On the invitation to an interview for a job, she is told that the location is a hotel room or a club. Before the interview even starts, she has to massage and rub all over his private parts in order to get the job.
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.
Shame, 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 shame on you.
Your name and your game
Is on hashtag #MeToo.
With members of parliament, officials and heads of state, women seeking employment have to go on a date. Suffering indignity, women start to reject. None of you have immunity, it's time to show some respect.
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.
Shame, 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 shame on you.
Your name and your game
Is on hashtag #MeToo.
Film and company director, see them losing face. manager and supervisor in shame and disgrace. Exposed on Twitter worldwide, tables starting to turn. With no place to hide, in cyber hell see them burn.
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.
Shame, 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 shame on you.
Your name and your game
Is on hashtag #MeToo.
What is in the darkness will come out to light. Women facing injustice, they are putting it right. I see you backtracking, angry and upset at the women counter-attacking you all over the internet.
Shame, shame, shame on you.
Your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.
Shame, 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 shame on you.
Your name and your game
Is on hashtag #MeToo.
Shame,
Shame, shame on you.
your name is on Twitter, hashtag #MeToo.